Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends Raid 16.2.0 round 2. Forgot my mic was muted in OBS and got about 12 minutes into a video, and for whatever reason decided to glance over for the first time and realized it was muted. So we're doing it again, which is really annoying because now you don't get to see me see everything for the first time. But anyway, let's go back through and go back through. I could pretend like I'm seeing it all for the first time, but why? You know what I mean? All right, we've got, of course, we knew Clan Insignia was coming, that giant block of content. Clan League, which I don't think I could be less interested in if I actually put effort into it. I think I would have to care a little bit more to be willing to put the effort into caring less. You know what I mean? I think I care as like little as possible. Clan quest changes till now include the hard stages, which again we've talked about this too. Plarium, I think, might be the only game developer I've ever seen that will put bug fixes and like mistake fixes in their hype. Get ready, we're fixing the game, and you're supposed to get really excited about that. It's like, you should have done this a long time ago. This happened a long time ago, and you're just now fixing it, and it can't be that complex to fix. This needed fixing a long time ago. Crazy that it's just now happening, but I guess at least it happened. So there you go. We got the new fusion, which I'm surprised with. We'll go take a look at it. I'm surprised with, but that doesn't mean I think it's great. So let's talk. We'll talk about all that. So I thought it was going to be 4 legendaries. So that's where I am pleasantly surprised. I expected it to be 4 legendaries to do the fusion. But it's not. It's 2 legendaries and 2 epics. And it's 4 champs that were already in the game. I don't think they've been in the game super long, but they've been in the game. She might have been in the game for a bit. I can't remember. But either way, it's there. Now, it's not farmable. It's not a farmable fusion, which I think I'm still Summoner's War conditioned and other game conditioned, where when there's a permanent fusion like this, it tends to be farmable to some degree. You can usually acquire the materials you need from it by playing the game and not simply by RNG from shards in a game where there's a lot of champions now. So this could take a while for some people. You know what I mean? There's like certain champs that just elude people forever. There's people that have been playing the game for 3 years and don't have a cold heart. There's probably people that have been playing the game for that long and don't have Confessor. You know what I mean? Like, and there's just no way to get her. You're gonna have to just pull her someday. So that's kind of a shame, because there are gonna be people that just aren't gonna get these champs, and unless they decide to put them in events sometimes, you know what I mean? Kind of like they do with fusion food. Maybe they just randomly drop a piece of her fusion in an event so that you can snag one. And they just kind of go through them over time so that at some point you have access to all of them. Also, wouldn't have hated seeing a rare block under these 2. Just again, to make it a little bit more approachable for everybody, because in the same way that it's hard to pull certain rares, it's harder to pull certain epics. So you know, it kind of works both ways though, because on another hand, I think it's nice to have something long-term like this to work for. I think it's a mythical champion. It should be kind of difficult to get. I just think it's a shame that it's yet another thing that's going to be pretty imbalanced. Some people are going to get very lucky and get her immediately. Some people are going to be stuck not having her for a really long time because they need, you know, fucking Trugor or something. So whatever, maybe it's a tough thing to do. But either way, it says she can only be fused 1 time, which I assume means when you fuse her, this whole thing disappears. But it would be cool if you could get extra copies of these guys too. But I would imagine that once you fuse one of them, it kind of grays out and you can't do it again. So you're going to have to sacrifice these 2 legendaries for her. She is dope, though. She's pretty cool. She's got a cool kit. Attacks 1 enemy with a random ally from Shadowkin faction. This is a shield. We've got an AoE decrease, enemy buffs, and ally debuffs, and then increases the duration of all enemy debuffs. So she does it all in one turn. This one's really cool. It's a team up with an increased attack and increased crit damage buff on everybody. And then we got removes all debuffs from the ally with the highest attack, which is really cool if your if your nuker gets frozen by a torment or something. Pretty cool. And then her morph is really interesting as well. She's got a sleep on an A1 that has no percentage, so it's just your accuracy. And then she's got a thing with her skill up here where she ignores 20% of the resistance, which I don't think I've seen yet. I don't think I've seen that in skill ups before, so that's pretty cool. AoE stun with 30% knockback, accuracy buff on all allies, full strip and weaken, and then decreases the turn meter of the enemy with the highest attack by 15, so a disruptor for cleaves and stuff. She's dope. I think she's going to be really cool, very usable, and difficult to get, as she should be. I just would like to have seen her be maybe a little bit more farmable, maybe to some degree more farmable. But there you go. Also, I don't know why this lights up. I swear it's gray. That happened to me last video too. Yeah, it's grayed out until you click on her picture and come back, and then it's all lit up. I don't know what that's about. Bless you. So yeah, she can only be fused 1 time, which I guess I have mixed feelings about as well. But I feel the same way about Rosin. I'm literally 1 champ away from Rosin, by the way. Part of me thinks it would be nice to be able to continue to fuse him, to skill him up, empower him, like have a stacked Rosin. But you could also continue to fuse him and deck out your faction guardians, and maybe they don't want that. I don't guess I think that's that big of a deal, but maybe that's the point. And then similar with her, I think they don't want you fusing multiple copies of her because they want to sell them books. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, there you go. Clan Insignia. We took a look at the top 100 and we were surprised. We were very surprised to only find... Where is it? To only find 1 dick in the top 100. I was surprised at that. However, there's a lot of flags that haven't been made yet, so give it time. You know what I mean? I reckon we're gonna work our way up to at least 30 dicks in the top 100. 30 dicks and probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 swastikas. I expect way less swastikas than I do dicks, but they will be there. Because that's the internet for you. So, yeah. There you go. We looked at the summon pool thing as well. This is 60 shards. We had a pack pop up. If you wanted to spend like 23 bucks on 1 summon, we could do that. We could do it 5 times too. So even better. Even better. There's also, like, at the top of the dragon tournament, there's 20 available. I don't know why my raid client's running so slow. Anyway. And then I don't think there was any in the dungeon divers either. So there's 20 of them available. I don't know why they're making them... Like, why they're not putting them in events when the portal's glowing like this. My speculation is that they must still be selling enough of them that they don't feel like they need to make them more available yet. So, yay. Yay, everybody that doesn't want to buy them. We cleared a whole list. We're in silver 4 for some reason. Did I drop my defense actually? That's why we're in silver 4. Okay. Do I care? No, not really. We'll work our way back up into gold. I reckon moderately easily. But anyway, that was really all we were doing today, was just taking a look at the update stuff. I'm gonna have to restart my computer, I think, because it is running, I mean, inexplicably poorly. I don't know if that's just RAID or if it's the whole thing, but we're on the Lordly Legionary tab, I think, for the login rewards, and then we'll get Syl. Did anybody ever find anything interesting to do with Legionary? I know he's got a bunch of multi-hits. I think they wanted him to be good for Fire Knight, but like, that went about as well as Dark Aethel being good for Spider, you know what I mean? Like, so clearly that's what they made her for, and it just doesn't work because they don't know how to tune their game. And I think Legionary also, I mean, maybe he's good. Have they like buffed him or something? I bet he's a Banner Lord, actually. Two-hitter, an extra 2 hits. Gives the targets under heal reduction. Here we've got a slow with turn meter knockback. Why did I think he had a... Oh, here's the 4-hitter. Yeah, if there's a heal reduction. Reflect damage and continuous heal. Didn't they make it work for reflect damage doesn't work anymore? Why do I feel like that's a thing where they made it where reflect damage doesn't work in there anymore? That would be interesting if they changed that and then didn't change him. I think that's the thing with him though, is like aside of the reflect damage is great if it still works. If it doesn't, he's not doing you much good in helping get the shield down. He's only good once the shield is down. Yeah, I don't think there's anything very interesting about him. I bet Madcapper's built him by now. Maybe we'll check that out. But I guess I'm going to call this video. We probably would have gone a little longer, but I'm cut for time. I'm short for time because we wasted about 12 minutes talking into a mic that was muted. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll probably do a video designing our clan flag or something soon. Play around with that. Otherwise, you can come hang out in the stream if you want to. And that's it. I'm getting out of here. Later.